俺はモンキー D ルフィ、海賊王になる男だ。
Hello geeks out there, and welcome to another exciting video here at Geek.inspired, where we go all things geeky, all things nerd all the time. And today we're gonna review the Monkey D Luffy action figure from SH Figuarts. I bought it on Amazon at a really good price. Before this figure I had a Megahouse Luffy. However, I kind of want to scale down a little bit from the size, so I'm going to make a comparison between these two. I thought it was a good time to do so in case you were wondering which one will be best. If you like what you see today, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. That will help a lot. And again, thank you so much for joining in. I am brand new to this, so thank you for your patience. Here we are with both figures side to side. The left hand side will be the Megahouse Luffy, and then on the right hand side will be the SH Figuarts. As you can tell, I am sizing down. I am getting a scale lower just because it goes better with my setup. So I'm going to be comparing both figures from a price standpoint, colors, size, right? So you guys could really look at what will be the best one for your collection. And I'm gonna put him on a rotating surface so you guys could see the front, the back, and all the accessories. So let's jump onto that. Alright geeks, so as you can see, I put them both on the turntable and we are looking at their accessories side by side. One of the first things you guys are going to notice, just looking at the bodies first, is the helmet, or I'm sorry, in this case the big hat that the Megahouse comes with. It kind of gives me a vibe of like Lord Helmet whenever he has that safari helmet on back in Spaceballs. So anyways, I just thought that was something that kind of caught my attention. Also, the coloring of the shirt, you're gonna notice that the Megahouse is actually darker. I kind of like that vibe, but I do appreciate how SH Figuarts has the bright colors, very similar to what you see on the anime. So as you can see also, when it comes to the hats, actually this figure, the Megahouse one, comes with an additional hat when the other one does not. That additional hat has a little loop in which you could put on the neck. Now the SH Figuarts does not have that, which I don't think is a big deal. You know, I don't need to put the hat hanging from the back like I would do with this Megahouse, which allows you to. So, you know, your best bet with this one will be to just have it in its hands, or maybe get some string and just tie it up or something, so in case you wanted to post it that way. But I personally don't think it's a big difference really. And then as you can tell, you know, there are certain other differences too, like the pants, right? One of them is jeans, the other one is you know, khakis. As you can tell, I personally like the khakis. I think that's the one that I remember him the most with. So that's why as I mentioned earlier, the SH Figuarts, that one is a little bit closer to what the anime is, compared to the Megahouse that has darker colors. The hands are exactly the same as you can see there. The hair is, they both have that specific hair for you to put the hat on. Has like a little knob type of deal, and it connects to the hat really well, right? So it doesn't fall down when you're posing it. And it also has another, they both have the regular hair with no hat, so in case you want to have the hat somewhere else hanging or whatever. The SH Figuarts has 1, 2, 3, 4 faces against the other one, the Megahouse, that has 3 faces. it gives you a little bit more flexibility, I guess, on the type of scenes you want to do. But for the most part, those are the main difference. Now, the main reason why I ended up going with that one with the SH Figuarts is mainly for scaling. I have a Sanji, which is from the same SH Figuarts, so it looked weird whenever I have the Megahouse next to it, so I'm gonna put him on just for comparison. And here we have Sanji in the mix between both the SH Figuarts Luffy and the Megahouse Luffy. Now, when I got the Sanji one, the Sanji figure, I was like, wow, I really like that it comes with, the fire feet and all these other accessories, so I really liked it. But then when I put it right next to my Megahouse, especially with a humongous hat, the Lord Helmet hat that Luffy has on, just towers over him, which makes him look a lot tiny than he really is. When we look at the SH Figuarts, being that they're both from the same brand, Sanji and the Luffy I'm getting, they look perfect right next to each other, and that's what I wanted to achieve. I wanted to achieve scaling, which is what makes a scene or a display look so well, I guess, when you have something in the same scaling. I'm gonna get a little closer here so you guys can look from the top how how they are sizing to each other, right? And they just look awesome. I mean, the SH Figuarts right next to each other, they just look like they belong together. So that's why I am right now scaling down, and I most likely gonna be getting rid of my my Megahouse action figure. I just don't know how I'm gonna do that. I may sell it on eBay or any other store. I will be letting you guys know what I decide to do in case you guys want to buy it. And just a heads up, the box that you see in the back right there, that's from the Super Duper hat, which I'm about to show you in a little bit. They make handmade hats and they have a one-piece collection, so I wanted to use that as a background, being that it has that going merry. So now I would like to show you the flexibility of both, or the joints, get a little bit closer to the figures before I display them. And I want to show you my display, how it looked before, how it looked after, so you could tell exactly how my OCD was kicking whenever I would see a taller Luffy than Sanji. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you that. So what I've noticed about this figure is that it's a lot more flexible on the stomach, because it actually has an additional joint right there on the waist. So it goes all the way down, all the way up, which will be great whenever you are extending him for him to throw a punch. Oh, look at that! I was not aware that the sandal would do something like that, which is really cool. The other figure, I don't think it does that. But yeah, let's take a look. So the Megahouse here does not do that. Alright, which I actually like the SH Figuarts, that it does actually come up like that, the sandal. And then the other thing is that it's not as flexible as the other on the stomach, right? You're not gonna be able to get the full range of motion on the stomach like the other one does, which still works. Now when it comes to the belt, what I've noticed is that this belt is actually attached, right? When the other belt, you could actually remove it, which would allow you to maybe move it a little bit towards the back. Let's say if you want to make it seem like he's running towards something, which in this one with a Megahouse you won't be able to do that. Now let's look at the feet and compare both of them, if you're into that. But I just wanted to compare the flexibility of both, because this one has an additional joint on the feet comparing to the Megahouse that does not have that feature, which I actually have seen Luffy with his sandals sticking up, so that's definitely gonna be a lot better. So now let's go ahead and set them up. And here it is, the final setup. At least this is how I'm going to be displaying them. Now you might be asking, how come, like their head is lowered, they look a little bit sad, and that is because I am posting them in front of my Going Merry Memorial Edition. I have set it up as a broken ship because you have the option for both, either the broken or the regular original version. So that's why I need them to look a little sad right next to each other, at least until I get the Sunny. And then I'm gonna change the setup. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump on how that setup looked before this SH Figuarts action figure versus the Megahouse one that just looked, I felt it looked ridiculous next to Sanji. Alright, so remember the hat I was talking to you before? This is it. It's made by Super Duper. I will be posting the link below so you could get it. Really well done. But let's get back to my setup. So as I lower down, then we see the memorial. I made a video about this not too long ago, so I am going to be posting the link below so you could also watch it. And here you go. This is how I had it before. As you can see, look at Sanji, he just looks small. And then when you look at Megahouse Zoro, he's just towering over them. It looks like a cell phone, the little cell phone bars letting you know how much signal you have there, but it's not accurate. So I wanted a little more accuracy with my display, so I decided to get the other one. So now I'm going to show you how the other one looks like. So let's jump on that. Alright, this is take 2 now with the SH Figuarts Luffy right next to Sanji. Looks very accurate size, but now the problem is that I've made Zoro a giant. Well, not a giant per se, but at least very big. He's not that tall. He's probably just a little taller than Sanji, but not that much taller. And also the body just makes him look humongous. So I am definitely gonna be switching this one. I already pre-ordered the one that I found on eBay, which is the same set as this one. So they're all gonna look accurate and pretty much just look how they're supposed to be looking. I will be getting rid of this one. I had some damage to this one on the sword, so I'll definitely be most likely lowering the price, but that will be probably later on. Let you know what I decide to do, where I post it and all that. But yeah, there you have it. This is my setup now, and now you get to see what I was talking about with the ship as well. And I am looking to get the whole game. I know they don't have all of them available, but I am looking to just have all the One Piece characters, at least the crew, and then maybe some extra characters like Sabo and Teach. I definitely want Kaido. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoy my display and how I get creative on displaying all this stuff. All the tools that I've used for this, I will be like the little shelf and the shelf for the hat. I will be posting links below as well, so you guys can check them out. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for supporting my page, and I really hope to you keep watching me, subscribing and liking my videos. So thank you so much. This really supports me, and have a amazing day.